In Chapter 5, we're going to learn a lot about different types of polynomials. You're going to learn a lot about what different graphs look like on the XY axis. But today we're just going to give an introduction to a lot of different type of polynomial functions. You're going to use a lot of with your TI-84s and the calculators and learn how to do things like that. But before we begin, we need to make sure that you have some basic understandings about what different monomials and polynomials and degrees of monomials and items like that are. Okay, so let's start with a monomial. A monomial is a real number, a variable, or a product of one or more variables. So, for example, 3 is a monomial. X is a monomial. XY, see how there's no addition or subtraction? That's just the product. That's a monomial. 3x squared y to the 4th. That's a monomial. Can you see how it's just one term with no addition or subtraction? Let's move on to what a degree of an exponent variable is. Let's say that we have x. It's simply the exponent. The degree of this is 1 because the exponent is 1. Let's say that we have x squared. The degree of this polynomial is 2 because our exponent is 2. And it's really just that easy. What's the highest degree? And that's the degree of your monomial. But let's say that you have 4. What's the degree here? Well, you would pretend like there was an x. The degree on this one is the degree of the variable. So since there's no variable, the degree would be 0 because that would make your variable x to the 0 power and therefore not show. Now a polynomial is technically a monomial or the sum of monomials. So for example, x plus 3 is a polynomial. It's two monomials together. Or x squared plus 3x plus 5. That's a polynomial. It's just they're multiple monomials together. Now you need to understand what the degree of a polynomial is. Let's say that we have x cubed minus x squared plus 5. It is the highest degree, okay? So you look on here and you look for the highest degree. So this one is a degree of 3. A lot of people try to add that and they try to say that it's 5. It's not 5. It's 3. It's the highest. Now let's say that we have, and they're mixed up. Let's say we have like x minus x to the 5th plus x squared plus 12. What's the degree of this monomial? The degree of this monomial, the degree of this polynomial is just the monomial that has the biggest one. I see the biggest power is 5, so my degree is 5. And it's pretty much that easy. Now standard form just means this, guys. Standard form wants you to put it in order. You can do that. Just take all of your variables and put them in order with your degree. Okay. Now you're going to learn about different types of words like cubic, quadric, linear, and constant. Cubic means the degree is 3. Quadratic means the degree is 2. Linear means the degree is 1. And constant means the degree is 0. Now let's talk about those on a graph. You should know what a quadratic looks like. It would be a parabola. That's because parabolas have degrees of 2. What does linear mean? Linear means a straight line. That's because all equations have a degree of 1.